Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another Tuesday night of what we call Tokyo Heat. I am your host of the world's most dangerous podcast, Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. And you guys know every Tuesday night, the reason we call it Tokyo Heat is my main man, Mr. Sonny pops in to tell us what's going on. Now, I was just sitting here talking to some of the followers on Instagram, because I hadn't talked on Instagram for a while. You guys know that I've been pretty much leaning toward Facebook. But I got the Instagram guys rolling right now for a few minutes. And the Instagram guys, like I told you, go over to Stevie Ray TV on YouTube. Go over to Stevie Ray TV on Twitch. Become followers. And you can see me and Sonny do our things tonight. Yes. Let me bring the music down. Bring the music down for a minute. Oh, yeah. But hey, Kush, J-Dog, Kron, all the fellas in the house, man. Mr. Dreamer. Jazz, Matthew. What's up to all you guys? Now, Mr. Dreamer is asking me, Stevie Ray, how are you? I got a really good cue for you from WCW taping. Okay, great. All right. J-Dog. Everything's good, man. Like last night, I was telling you guys, man, I didn't get a chance to talk about the Montgomery Rumble last night. Now, I know some of you guys, I don't remember who it was that was asking me about it. Who was it? I can't remember now. Well, y'all ain't gonna believe, man. I got off the show last night, and my daughter called me and wanted to talk about it. And she couldn't stop laughing, you know. Everything was just so humorous to her. That's how she is anyway. And she sent me some clips that I hadn't seen. Was that you, J-Dog, that was asking me about the riverboat incident? I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna go off. Hey, Kush, those are things that you sent me, those figures. Where did those come from? I don't know, because I've never seen those before. Who's ever calling in right now? The phone line is not open until I get my diatribe in. Well, let's see who it is anyway. Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. Holla at your boy.
Mr. Stevie, this is Matthew.
Hey, Matthew, what's up, brother?
I saw someone use a slapjack in Montgomery, Alabama. I think you owe some royalties.
Hey, man, honestly, I ain't even got into that yet, and I ain't even making fun or nothing. And here you come.
I'm sorry.
Here you come already, bro. I ain't even gave my diatribe. I haven't even started my diatribe yet. And here you go.
I'm just saying, I saw someone with a folding chair. I was like, that's got to be Mr. Stevie. I know it's him.
I'm going to tell you something.
No, but
Let me tell you something.
I know when it's him.
I'm going to tell you something, Matthew. I heard people talking about the chair shot, okay? But I hadn't seen it until I finished the show last night. And my daughter called me and she just couldn't stop laughing. She got all these clips, all these different clips off Twitter, right? and she starts sending them to me. And I'm like looking, she's like, you didn't see the chair? And I'm like, nah, baby, I ain't see the chair. She said, well, hold on, I'm gonna send you this. She sends me a clip, right? And I see this guy well in the chair. And then I see him, I see the one time, I said, okay, that's cool, just one time. Then I see him hit, I was like, wait a minute, is that a lady hitting on the ground?
Hitting everybody.
I was, I'm dumb. I was dumbfounded, and my daughter's on the phone, dying laughing as I'm looking at him. You know, she's like dying because of my. She can hear me. You know, my excitement. Or I don't know what she hear in my voice. You know what I'm saying? But man, that was the craziest thing. It was crazy.
Wherever he saw, he was hitting. He was swinging indiscriminately. Everyone can get it. Either way, you can get it. Watching old Harlem Heat highlights out there.
You know what got me? Today, I got up and I got on YouTube,
Yeah.
and I can't remember who YouTube channel it was, but they had a whole montage,
Yeah.
okay, of all these Twitter videos people done made this fast. They had a group of guys. I don't know if you saw this. It's a group of white guys and a group of black guys, and they're reenacting the whole thing.
By the pool, I saw it.
I'm on my couch in stitches, man.
Yeah.
Then they got all these different a montage of fold-out chairs.
Yeah.
What you can do with a fold-out chair?
I saw that. I
Huh?
didn't know that until last night. It was created by a black man, the first fold-out chair.
Oh my! Yes. I learned that today.
Yeah.
That's got to go in my book.
That's got to go in the book.
Oh my God! Well, the reason I'm saying that is, in my book, I got a whole thing of different inventions as it pertains to African Americans. Okay,
Right.
that never get talked about. The last thing I thought was when I heard the thing about the fold-out chair today. I was like, I missed that one.
Yeah, I had no clue. So it was. I mean, it's a weird way to learn about it, but hey, you have to learn somehow, I guess.
Oh my goodness! But anyway, man, I'm finna go into my thing right now. I appreciate you calling, bro.
Oh, definitely.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned, but it's about to go off.
All right.
All right, brother. Peace. Okay, guys. I know y'all. Let me back up. Let me see if any of you guys was asking anything. Let me back up. Do you remember this night? No, I don't. Maybe I do. I'm not sure, Mr. Dreamer. What does the sign say again? No. I'm gonna be honest, guy. I don't think I'm gonna go off. But what I'm gonna try to do is spread a little wisdom. Okay? I was just talking to some of the followers on Instagram about how so many people are shoveled bullshit. Then they believe and react on it. I came on this show before and talked to you guys about the days that I worked in the security business. Okay? Till it got up to the point where me and my partner, Ahmed Johnson, we started our own security company. So security is near and dear to my heart. I'm going to be the first to say that. And when somebody is in an authoritative position, I'm not going to even go into some of the things and some of the trials and tribulations that I got into as a person that did security. Because I was going to be a police officer, but security was paying, it got to the point where security was really paying me good money. So I was like, well, maybe I'll be a police officer if this ever subsides. But then I got into the wrestling business, and the rest is history. You guys all know that. But at the end of the day, man, when I did security, I took my job serious. Whether it was at the Arena Theater or whether it was where we had concerts and stuff like that, or the 3 apartment complexes that we secured, and and some of the things we did around there. That, you know, I take my job serious, whatever I'm doing. But when someone, like I was telling my daughter last night, that didn't have to happen like that. All the people had to do was obey the security officer. That's all they had to do. Oh, man, I'm sorry, brother. Give me a minute. Let me move the boat. I didn't know I was blocking the river boat, and so on and so forth. But what did they do? They start to argue with the man. Because we got a commercial boat trying to get in here. And this man trying to do his job. Anybody knows when you're trying to do your job, you want to try to do your job and don't look like you lacking, because, hey, man, I don't want my boss to say, hey, why you let those boats get here? Now you're fired. Brother, I got to do my job. And when somebody's doing their job, you should respect that. That's all they had to do. Respect the man's wishes. It looked like even attempt to move the boat. But they don't want to do that. They want to argue, then get into a fight with the man, showing total disrespect. Total disrespect. 6 guys got to jump on one guy. Because what? You pissed off? Or you got a problem with Black Lives Matter? Or you got a problem with that song that Jason guy's been singing? Or you got a problem with what 4 years of Donald Trump then put you in a state of mind? I don't even know. And frankly, I don't even care. Because at the end of the day, brother, you need to get out that fucking mindset, dog. You need to get out of that fucking mindset, because somebody can get hurt for nothing. For nothing. And the last thing we as people want to see is somebody getting hurt for no reason. Because it got personal, the shit really jumped off. If one guy had got stupid with the security guy, okay. If that's me, I done been in situations like that. The first thing you do is grab your boy, not help your boy. Because it ain't but one of them. If my boy can't handle one motherfucker, he need his ass whooped. Yes, that's how I grew up. If I was fighting one guy and my brothers around me seeing me fight one guy, they not going to do nothing. But if my brothers see me fighting multiple guys, believe me, my brothers are going to help me. That's how it was in my house. And if we came home and my mother found out that my 2 brothers didn't help me in a fight, that was multiple guys, the hammer would have came down on both of them. That's just how it is where I grew up in my community. But one guy attacks the security guy. But instead of them stopping, what do? They jump in. Then another guy jump in. Then 2 more guys jump in. Then the one guy comes off the pier and start throwing their ass out the way and making them give up this, that, and the other. And yet they still want to push the limit. Come on, bro. Where that mindset come from? Drinking? Because he wants you to move? Well, I'm going to tell you like this. It couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. That first guy, I swear to God, I would have choked his ass to death. Seriously. It would have been on like a steaming pot of neck bones. But I'm glad it wasn't me. Because back in those days, I was fucked up. I ain't going to lie about it. I was the most fucked up individual you ever want to fucking meet on the street. Especially in a situation like that. You ask Ahmed Johnson how many people he and I put in the hospital. You ask him. You ask him that one day I see a guy's skull cracked and blood coming out his ears. I'm not going to tell you what happened to him. But I didn't lose 1 inch of sleep over looking at him on the ground. And they lucky that security guy wasn't like what we did our thing. They lucky. Lucky. Somebody gonna jump me for doing my job, and then when the tables are turned, oh, everybody's crying and we didn't do shit. Yeah. Thing is, do the right thing when it's time to do the right thing. Your boy got out of hand when he jumped Security guard, y'all should have grabbed him and said, no, dog, don't do this. Let's go. Don't do this. You would have been commended more. I don't want no trouble, homeboy. I don't want no trouble. We're going to move the boat. I don't want no trouble. No, you're going to turn it into some bullshit. That it didn't have to be that way. Didn't have to be that way. Get your boy. He fucking it up for everybody. Now everybody in jail. Now it's gonna cost people money. Now the whole nation look at black people and white people act a fool. And it didn't have to go there. It didn't. That's why you ain't never heard no bullshit about Stevie Ray on the road. Because I'm the guy from a business whereas I'm always got a cooler head. Because I know where it's going. And I've been in many situations when I'm in a club, on the road or something like that, and some drunk, crazy ass, stupid ass saying some dumb shit. You know what I would do? Say, hey, brother, let me buy you a beer, bro. You okay? Because he trying to show out in front of his gals. Yeah. I ain't trying to go there, bro. I ain't trying to go there. Because if I go there, there is no return. If I go there, I'm going to have to pleasure. I got to have pleasure within this. And the only way I'm going to get pleasure out of it is that I put your ass on the critical list. And I don't want to go there. Sid's business. But like I said, people have been asking me about it. And man, when I saw it, brother, my daughter was laughing. It was funny to her. And a lot of it was funny to me too. But then I get to thinking about the consequences of it's always a bigger picture. So now it's not funny anymore. You know what I'm saying? It ain't funny no more. Because as people, we bigger than that. We bigger than that. At least we should be.
Power off.
You know? At least we should be. Hey, Queen, what's up? But if we're not, this is the result. Get the fucking hate out your heart. Get the fucking hate out your heart. And you know another thing that really pisses me off? Somebody that want to start a fight that don't even know how to fight. What kind of shit is that? You start a fighting, sucker, you don't even know how to fight. You look like one of those 12-year-old girls getting off Catholic school, chicks getting off the bus to fight another little girl. You kidding me? Man, oh my God. I had flashbacks looking at that shit. Flashbacks. And I'm going to be honest with you. I look back on a lot of things I did in my life back in the security business. I shake my head. I'd be like, bro, I should be in Sing Sing for some of the stuff that I did. But that was the mindset I had back then. I'm glad we grow older and get wiser. Because wisdom to me in those days, I didn't care nothing about nothing and nobody. I didn't care nothing about my paper and my paycheck. And doing my job. That's all I cared about. Reason. Was no reason. And I was commissioned. I carried a gun. So, that's my 2 cents on the whole thing, man, because it didn't have to go there, bro. It over a boat in the way, you blocking a big giant boat with all these people trying to get off the damn boat and all these other people trying to get on this damn boat, and y'all blocking with y'all boat. And the only thing you had to do was just move. From what I saw. Now, it could have been something else going on. I guess we haven't heard everything. We haven't heard any participants give their 2 cents as to what was going on. But from a distance, I could tell, we all could tell that the security guy was really trying to get them and tell them, hey, no, y'all can't park there, man. They parked there anyway. You know, fuck you. I'm parking here, sucker. Whatever. You know, I'm privileged. I park wherever I want. You know. Then after all that, here come the cavalry. Here come Gilligan's Island. You know, here come Thurston Howell III, the professor. You know, Mrs. Howell, Captain Gilligan, Mary Ann, Ginger, everybody coming down there to fucking finish the thing now. That's when I said, okay, now it's on. You can't make this shit up. Oh my God, brother. Boy, I know them people look like, I'm like, wow, is that the SS Minnow? That shit is crazy. Oh my God. Who was that saying? It ain't about privilege. You're race baiting. Fuck you. Listen to what I'm saying before you make it. I ain't got a race bait, motherfucker. I say what the fuck I mean when I want. I don't need to race bait to tell the truth. Whoever the fuck you are, the fuck off my shit. I said, I'll put it in context. I don't know if you feeling your privilege or what. Or if you thought you had privilege. Don't give a shit. So it is what it is. You don't like it, go listen to somebody else. How about that? That's very easy. As a matter of fact, it's elementary. You know? Hold on. There. But Sonny will be coming up in a minute. And we'll see what he has to say about everything. Hope I didn't block my sound. Hold on,
here.
Sonny. Hold on. Let's see more than color. I think we do on this show. Sonny, what's up? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, just getting ready to go to work. You know what I mean?
What's that?
I got to put this on so you know what I'm doing. You know the deal.
No, actually, I don't.
Look. You haven't seen these for 23 years.
I've never seen it.
Look.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I seen those on Nick Patrick now.
I know.
I never seen it on you.
Well, only time you probably seen those was when you were looking at the lights too.
I'm just saying. I don't even remember the logo being back. You got to remember, man. Back when I came in, there was no logos on this stuff.
Right.
You know, it was no logos. They didn't even wear those shirts. You know what kind of shirts they wore?
I remember they were blue there for a while, weren't they?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The shirts were blue.
Yeah.
And they had like the black pants. I mean, they looked like, I don't know, like a baseball umpire from 1933 or something like that, bro. They didn't look like no referee. And then all of a sudden they got the referee shirts, you know.
They finally decided to go, we got
Sonny, I was just sitting here giving my 2 cents about the big brawl. Everybody wanted me to talk about the big brawl that happened in Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah, it was all the news. It was all over the news.
Right.
Well, you know what's really bad was this, right? I know people talk about everybody talking about it was a race based and all that. Well,
Uh-huh.
if you see a man getting beat up by six guys,
Right.
you're gonna jump in, or at least you're gonna try to say, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Exactly.
It doesn't matter if that man is black, white, Chinese.
Well, that's what I just got through talking about. I was like, the easiest thing they could have done was the one guy that initiated the whole thing,
Yeah,
stop him, grab him. Okay?
yeah,
That way you don't put yourself in a quandary. But what did they do? They seen the one guy that initiated the whole thing and they all piled in on top of it.
yeah. That's what happened. I mean, there was one point there was like one guy
It
holding
was
him
six
down,
guys.
three guy punching him.
Yeah, it was six guys all together at the initial deal. But what I'm saying is, the one guy that initiated, that ran up and pushed the guy,
Yeah,
your buddies grab him,
yeah. But they didn't.
and
do
it's
that.
over and it's over and done with.
Yeah. They
Okay,
just piled down.
the one guy may get in trouble, but it doesn't turn into what we saw.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
Nope. Nope. No, I mean, uh,
That didn't
it,
happen, and that's what I was just talking about a few minutes ago. At the end of the day, like I said, I come from the security business. At the end of the day, none of this didn't have to happen
no.
if cooler heads prevail.
But they're
But
trying
no,
to. Yeah.
but no. You seen one guy. What does that say about a group of people when six guys jump on one? You're the biggest fucking cowards on earth.
Yeah.
You're the biggest fucking cowards on earth. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Because if you see one white guy get jumped on by one black guy by black guys, six black guys for no reason other than the fact he's doing his job. Okay, right-wing television takes that and turns it into
Oh.
something else.
Oh, it would have been.
You see what I'm saying? It takes it and turns it into something totally different. How they will spin that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I was saying earlier, one-on-one, that's one thing. 1-on-6, that's a whole nother ball game, bro.
And then what I don't like about it is they try to make it like it was. They said, "Well, we don't know if this was a race based." No, it wasn't race based anything. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This is the honest to God truth.
Yeah.
And I talk about race all the time.
Yeah. You
Just like I was telling this idiot that just posted something on my Instagram a few seconds ago. You don't know who you fucking talking to, bro. I know, I choose my words carefully. I know what the fuck I'm talking about at the end of the day. No, I talk about race all the time. So what I'm saying is this. The guy is a security officer. He's doing his job. Okay?
Yeah.
First and foremost, you got to respect that regardless what race he's in. Even if he was a 5'2" Japanese man.
Whoa. 5'2". That must have been a short little dude.
I said even if.
Oh, all right.
See how you take things?
I thought you were getting personal though.
No, I said even if that. Well, you think you the only Japanese dude on earth?
That must have been a short dude because I'm 5'4". I'm not 5'2".
I didn't say 5'4". I didn't say.
2 inch makes big difference, especially to some women. Ask my wife.
Sonny, I didn't say you.
Oh, okay. Well, Okay, all right, cool.
Okay.
A little sensitive. That's fine.
You shouldn't be. I'm just making an example here. Okay.
All right, go ahead. With
Okay, I take that back. Even if it was a 5'2" Korean man,
Yeah.
you are supposed to respect his authority.
But he was doing his job.
But that's my point. When a person is doing their job and he's telling you you can't do this, and you even know you can't park there because those big ships got to park there. You even know you don't have to park here. You shouldn't have any ill will toward the man that's doing his job, regardless if he's a Korean man, black man, white man, any kind of man.
Right.
Alien man, E.T. I don't care who he is. If he's been given commission to do this job, you don't jump on the man.
Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous.
Which means right there, you have disregard for authority. To the point where 6 guys jump on the guy, and y'all see, then the little white dude, his helper, that had the little jacket on, a little vest, he tried to help, and they punched him in the stomach, Sonny.
I know.
He couldn't take the gut shot. What's with that, dog? He took off and ran. Oh man, Sonny, if you leave me in a battle, we'd have been out together, Sonny. If they punch you in the stomach, Sonny, you gonna leave me there to fight 6 guys?
Well, Stevie Ray.
That's what you gonna do?
If I just ate a bowl of sushi, I might have to go.
You gonna leave me in there like that, dog? And take off running. I don't even see you on the videotapes no more.
I don't get
What's
paid
with
for
that?
You know, he said, I don't get paid for this.
I mean, I swear to God, man. Sonny, bro, if you ever left me in a fight like that, and you better haul ass back to our dog, 'cause I'm looking for you, man. I am looking for you.
Hey, man. Hey, but you gotta love it though. You see that one man jump off the boat, one black guy jump off the boat, swim to help that dude.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. Oh man, took his shoes off. By the time he got that, the other guy came off the pier and started getting those guys off him. You remember that?
Yeah.
That guy. This before the melee started. When the 6 guys, he got them all off. He was throwing them everywhere. And that was right before the cat jumped off the boat and swam over there. So, but a lot of it was so many different camera angles as to what went on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that kid that you're talking about, well, he jumped off the boat that's trying to park.
Yeah, correct. Right.
That's trying to dock.
Right.
Then finally that boat docked, and it was like Gilligan, the skipper, you know, Thurston Howell III, everybody jumped off the SS Minnow and
went to the boat. Went to the little pontoon.
Yeah.
Did you see that one you hit him with a chair?
Yeah. That's what Matthew just called in talking about the chair shots, man.
Yeah, wrestling.
Oh my God.
Wrestling show developed out of that boat.
Oh my God, man. You can't make this stuff up, bro.
I know it.
Can't make it up. I'm just saying, man. All of this could have been avoided. And I know people have been drinking a little bit and this, that, and the other. And Sonny, you know me. I'm from the security world, and I was just telling people, back in my security day, I can't even tell you what would have happened that day. I can't even tell you what would have happened.
Well, I know for
Because
one.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
The last thing somebody needs to be doing, like I was just telling everybody, what pisses me off about the whole damn thing is somebody that starts a fight that don't even know how to fight. You throwing girls like a little Catholic school girl getting off the bus. Come on, man. Yeah. Like I said, I would have choked his ass. I would have choked his ass till he passed out and shit on himself. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know. And then my little fat buddy, I'm gonna take care of him. The guy that punched him in the stomach, I'm taking care of him next. But you don't punch my boy in the stomach like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You can see the man was in no kind of shape or conditioning to be fighting nobody, man. He didn't even know how to help his butt.
He went out there with both hands front and front. hey, fellas.
Then they gonna assault that man. What's with that, bro? Oh my God.
But I know one thing.
You can't make this shit up, man.
If this was the year 2000,
okay.
If that was on the news,
yeah,
your pal Vince Russo would have had that on WCW. Because
Probably so.
yeah, he would have worked out into the show
Probably so.
with a chair shot.
Calcutta, I bet there's going to be a stack of broken bone. I don't. Oh man, no, maybe. Matthew just said the kid that got punched in the stomach. He said the kid that got punched in the stomach was in dire straits.
Gee.
But for a minute, I was like, wait a minute, what this dude doing? And like you said, he come up with his hand, you know.
Yeah, he was.
And man, get authoritarian. You have to become an authoritarian, brother, when you're trying to break up a fight. You know how many fights I done broke up in my life? I'm going to tell you something.
Just was
Men want to stop fighting when they see somebody, an authority guy, stopping the fight. They want to stop. The worst thing in the world, sonny, you can ever go through is when women are pissed off at each other.
No, they don't stop.
Because it's real, brother. I had to put a girl in a chokehold one day.
Oh my God.
This is a true story. Because girls want to kill each other. That's why they call it a cat fight. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call it a cat fight. Because they ain't playing. Dog, I had to go in women bathrooms in clubs. Because, you know, that's where they take the fight. That's where it go down. Somebody follows somebody to the bathroom, and the other girls kind of block the door. You know what I'm saying? They do that gimmick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Really?
Oh, brother. And then it's going down, and somebody, hey, it's a fight in the bathroom. Whenever they say it's a fight in the bathroom, it's never a man. A man needs space.
Yes.
You dig?
Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
man, I'm an expert at this stuff. A man needs space.
Right.
A woman she want it close. She want that 15-foot ring, whereas a man, he want that 20-foot ring. You know what I'm saying?
But men also want to pull apart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How many fights we've seen backstage, at the bar, after the show, whatever? They're usually a pull apart.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, they want to get stopped. They just want to get one punch in.
Right.
Maybe block one.
How many times have I told you that? Hold me back. How many times have I told you that? Let me get my shot in. Hold me back.
But women, sonny, I swear to God, I had to put a chokehold on a chick one day, man, and I didn't want to do it, but she wouldn't stop. And you talking about strong. When they get mad, so I had to actually grab and put her about right in there on the neck.
Oh, well, did you front?
Yeah, bro.
Were you behind her or in front?
Yes.
Behind her.
Cause she wouldn't stop. She kept going for the girl. Kept trying to get the other girl. The other girl had kind of peeled off. I never remember what these fights are over. Something stupid.
Right.
But I had to get them and pick a little 110-pound ass up off her feet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this girl crazy. And guess what, sonny?
What?
I had to call the police.
Oh.
And put her in jail. Because she wouldn't calm down. It was crazy. But I'm just saying, the men fights, it's just like when we used to go out, brother.
Right.
I used to always watch the boys because I know how this game is. You know what I'm saying? It don't take but 1 second for a fan to get out of line, and the next thing you know, his teeth got knocked out.
Yeah.
Okay? So my instincts, like we've talked about on this show before, will always come out when we in a gathering like that. You know what I'm saying? My instincts will always come out. It's like, okay, I got to try to protect these guys from themselves sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because they're drinking, man. They're trying to have fun. Oh, Kush just said Ray put her in that Denzel equalizer move. All right, brother, I learned all that stuff before I ever got into professional wrestling, man. I learned all that stuff a long time ago. So, like I said, chokehold, but my thing was the full Nelson. Now, if I had put her in the full Nelson, I might have did more damage than I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? So I had to just take her. She was light, man. I just picked her up and her little feet wasn't on the floor no more, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, man, that's how I met a lot of chicks. I met a lot of chicks back in them days because chicks love the bad guy. And when they see me walk in the club, they know that's the guy right there. That's the guy that keeps order. So they all want to be your friend, you know what I'm saying? But what we saw in that doc, man, Sonny, it didn't have to go down like that.
No.
It
No.
didn't.
They said the police are looking for all the videos.
Well, it's a lot of it on Twitter.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Everybody wants the video. You know.
Well, remember, they were videoing way before the melee started.
Yeah. Well,
Because the people on the boat, I guess the boat had been circling around.
Yeah, trying to, and they couldn't get in there because
Right.
that smaller boat was not all the way, but all he had to do was move a little bit.
Right.
And the guy,
Oh, look at this. Matthew say, one of my favorite stories is some chump bothered Haku, and Haku beat his ass. And Stevie asked the boys, why the hell they let? Yeah, man, that's a true story, Matthew. That's a true story. You know, and when Haku drinks, he's a different individual, bro.
alcohol, not the beer. If he's drinking beer,
Right.
it's okay.
If he drinks beer, it's okay.
But
But
if
I
he's drinking
guess,
firewater,
well, like I say, they were at this club before I got there. And we was on the road with a bunch of the young guys, okay? Not those veteran guys like myself and Haku. Some of the young guys. And they was in this big cowboy club. What's the name of that town, man? Was it in Iowa? I think might have been up there where you at, Sonny.
I don't know. Oh, I have few Haku stories.
It's a town where a bunch of Native Americans live.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it now, but I know it when I hear it.
Dubuque or something?
No, I wouldn't. It'll come to me. But anyway, I go to the club, big old cowboy bar, right across from where we were staying, the hotel. So I come over there later, and I see the boys down on the big old place, man. I see some of the boys down on the other end over there, and I'm like, oh, there they go. So I start that way, and as I'm going through the people, I see like a melee, and I'm like, well, what's going on? Because there's a shitload, a zillion people in this place. So now, you wasn't on the road then. I mean, this place is huge. Big, giant fucking place, man. Like something you see in a movie.
Hold on. I got somebody at the door. You go ahead with the story.
I'm telling you the story.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hey,
Why don't you do something about them dogs you got in there? Who the hell is Sonny's house? Who the hell knocking on Sonny's door and he don't even know who's coming over? Yeah, guess who's coming to dinner?
sorry about that, Stevie. I'm next door. A little girl wants to see my dog, and I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
All right.
But anyway, I
Yeah.
get through the people, I look through the people, and Haku has got this guy in that tongue and death grip, bro. True. And the dude is having convulsions, man. And all these people are screaming and hollering. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Because I've seen, okay, everybody got a Haku story, okay?
Yeah.
But I've been on the road with Haku a zillion times. And, you know, when I was on the road with him, I'm going to make sure, well, you know, I'm going to make sure ain't nothing going down.
Yeah.
So I had to grab him, man. You know what I'm saying? The boys just sitting there laughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had to grab him and pull the dude off him. And then I got him and I ran him out the club because I'm thinking somebody didn't call the police. You know me. I'm going back to my upbringing. You know what I'm saying? You get out of here.
Yeah.
You ain't got time to explain self-defense and all this kind of bullshit, you know?
Right.
Especially in an area you're not from. You ain't got time for that. You do it later. So I remember I had rented a little bitty car, man. A little bitty as, I can't remember what it was, but it was little. 'Cause that's all they had in that town. And I took him to the passenger side and I got him in the, you know, put him in the car because I'm trying to hurry up. It ain't like, hey, man, let me open the door for you. And, hey, yeah, get on in there. It wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? Brother, it's like we just robbed a bank. You know?
Let's go.
Get in the car. Let's move. And I got him in the car, and then I jumped in the car, and we drove over to the hotel I'm staying at. Some of the boys were staying there, too. And the hotel was up on a hill. You know what I'm saying? You could see the hotel, like up in the air.
Yeah.
And you can see the club. Once you get up to the hole, you can look down that hill way down there and see the club. So I just sit there and and watch to see if the police came. You know what I'm saying? From a distance. And I'm talking to Haku. I'm like, "You okay, man?" "Yeah, man, I'm okay, man." I said, "You sure, bro?" He said, "Yeah, man, I'm okay. I'm okay." I said, "Well, hey, man, we're gonna go to your room, man." And he was like, "Okay, brother." So I got him, and I walked him to the elevator. And he was like, "I'm okay, Stevie, man. I'm cool, man. I'm okay. I don't need you to walk me to the room." And I was like, "Man, I really want to, because I'm thinking he gonna double back on me. I'm thinking he might double back and come back to the club, bro.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. It was a small hotel, so it was only one elevator. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I stayed there for about 5 minutes. I stayed at the elevator just to make sure he didn't try to double back, And you could see the stairs from the other door over there, just in case he took the stairs and came down. I would have seen him on the outside also. So he never came back. So I went back to the club, and I'm asking the guys, "What the fuck y'all thinking, man?"
Yeah.
I said, "Brother, y'all," but then I had to think, these guys don't know him like we know him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't been on the road for years. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been on the road for years. And they thinking this funny. But they don't know. The man could be in the penitentiary behind this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I didn't even get a chance to see how messed up the guy was. I don't even know. He must have snapped out of it and somebody took him home or either took him to the house. I don't know. But those guys really pissed me off because, you know what I'm saying? They thought this is some on the road amusement. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, I'll never forget that, man. I told that story on my old podcast. It's the only time I've ever told that story.
Well,
I told that story one time.
I would tell my family. You tell a family story. You tell many years ago. I told him, man, I said, Haku's for real.
Right.
But because my wife was sick. So when the Kaz, my youngest, he was a little baby, a couple years old. Those guys, those Samoans, just love to hold the baby.
Yeah.
They would. Let me hold the baby.
Right.
And we're like at Disney, right? They just love holding the baby.
Oh yeah.
And my wife would say to me, goes, "God, they're so nice, just gentle and this and
right.
that." I said, "Don't let that fool you." Don't. I said, and I have said this before. I said, just so you understand, I have said this to stupid people.
Right.
That, so why you wanna create a problem?
They don't know.
Well,
alcohol.
He's supposed to be tough. No, he's not supposed to be tough. I said, he will eat you. He goes, what do you mean?
Somebody just asked me, did Haku really bite a man's nose off?
Yes,
That's true story. That's a true story, bro. That's true fucking story.
And I would tell my family, I would tell my little boy, I said, he used to hold you in your arms. He was this and that.
Right.
I told him a story. I said, Haku had bit guy's nose off.
Yeah.
Then on the Rocks, that TV show, Young Rock.
Right.
They briefly talked about Haku bitting the guys off.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah. And my kid called me up and goes, "It is true." I said, "I wouldn't tell you no lie." I said, "Haku."
Right.
I said, "I have told people, stupid people." I said, "Why you want to start trouble with Haku? We're supposed to be tough." I said, "No, it's not supposed to be tough."
Right.
I said, "That man, in his vein, the blood runs."
Right.
That his grandfather used to eat people. Think about that for me.
Right.
I said he'll rip your arm off.
Right.
Beat you with it.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of,
Oh no! I mean, Haku's a real deal, especially when he he drinks and loses his temper, man. I mean, the thing is, he's the nicest guy in the world as long as he's in a good state of mind. Most people get drunk, they just a nuisance.
And you can't.
You know what I'm saying? When this guy get drunks, he goes wild.
That's an amazing story that you actually got him off somebody, because I remember I remember Barbarian,
Uh-huh.
his partner,
Right.
told me because I was considered the officer of the company.
Right.
I start like you. I start saying just getting a little steamy. So I would go, hey, I start to go over there, and I remember Barb grabbed me by my shirt, pulled me
Mm-hmm.
back. Said, it's all right, brother. Just let it go.
Right.
He said, you go over there, you're gonna get hurt.
Right.
He don't, nobody gonna stop that man if he wants to kill somebody.
Right.
He said, I don't. So you know what Barb told me?
What's
Next
that?
day, Barb said, only person who can stop him is his mama. He's afraid of his mama.
Right.
Not his wife.
Right. Well, put it like this.
Yeah.
It ain't like I just ran up and he just let go. Okay,
No.
let's not get this story misconstrued. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like pleading.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't see you do it, but I seen Macho Man do it, and
No,
both.
I'm pleading with him.
Yeah.
Haku, please let him go.
Yeah.
Please let him go. And I got my hand around his arm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But his tendons in his hands
Oh.
are so strong
Right.
that the guy was eyes had rolled back in his head. So I'm thinking the kid's dying
I
because
seen it.
the kid got his cowboy boots on and
No.
he probably trying to show out in front of his honeys.
Yeah.
He got these nut hugging ass jeans on. You know what I'm saying? His big cowboy hat and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was straight out of Urban Cowboy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And probably trying to show out in front of these gals, man. You know what I'm saying? And he just, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Right.
I think the guys told me what happened afterwards, but I can't remember verbatim.
Yeah.
But I was telling them, brother, when you on the road, don't let this kind of stuff happen.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't even privy of the fact that when he starts drinking like that, this, you know what I'm saying, he could get in that mood.
Right.
So.
Well, yeah, and I seen it in Baltimore, Marriott
Right.
Hotel by the airport, where we all stayed. We're all in the bar. There's a commotion. I look to my right. Haku had the Guzo. That's for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he had this guy by mouth, hands in the mouth, thumb in a guy's throat. Guy's eyes are rolling back in his head, bent over a jukebox, backward. Pretty big guy. About a size. And turns out it was one of the nasty boys, I think maybe Knobs, cousin
Okay.
or something.
Good.
And he thought it was like, he thought he was one of the boys.
Right.
And something happened. Don't know who you are. Don't care who you are. And next thing you know, he bent over. I mean, this man was bent over the jukebox with Guzo in his mouth, and nobody could stop him. And finally, Randy went over there and said, hey, just like you said,
Right.
please let him go.
Yeah.
And begged him. And he finally let the guy go. Guy falls down, and Randy walked him into the elevator. And that was it. So the story you just told was very similar.
Kron say Nasty Boy's always into some shit. He right about that.
You remember when I was there when I think it was Hall that had a bad neck or something. Remember?
Right.
And they were in
Right.
the ring and they hit
Oh
him
no
in the
no
head.
no! That was Sags that had the bad neck.
Well, somebody had a bad neck.
Sags had a bad neck, and I don't know what happened. And no, we wasn't on that show that night
Was it
because
a chair shot or
they
something?
were working. Yeah, they were working together. So me and my brother was off that night.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Sags.
Okay. And they got into it behind the curtain.
Right. Now, I remember Scott Hall had to go to the orthodontist because
Yeah.
he knocked his teeth out or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, that was.
You
I
guys
mean, he
never
was.
got
He
into
he told me about it, huh?
You guys never got into it.
Not with. I think we got into it with the Nasty Boy when we first started working them once, and we got into it with the Steiners over a disagreement once. But it was what it was. Because I remember the cat he still ribs me about.
Oh yeah.
Because he had just came in. I don't remember shit very good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I remember certain things,
Yeah,
but
somebody just asked me about. But remember, Coach? We had a trainer. He went to Atlanta Hawks after us. You still there? Hello? Can you hear me?
yeah, you're back.
Okay. So you remember Coach? He was the young
The trainer.
athletic trainer. Yeah.
Right.
He went to Atlanta Hawks after us.
Right.
WCW. And when they found out he was leaving, I mean, I was angry.
They ripped him good.
They taped him up.
Right.
Athletic tape. And I don't know if he penetrated or not, but it's got some pencil up his ass. Not more than
Coach.
one.
Oh, Coach, man.
That was his last day.
That was his last day, brother. They gave him a going out present.
But can you imagine if that happened now? He wouldn't have to go to work.
Oh my God.
He would have settled that thing and made some
big money. But that was crazy back in those days.
It was crazy.
We seen all kind of stuff on the road with different people,
God.
bro. Oh my God. But it's a new age and a new time. But I was just talking about, the brawl in Montgomery. And that shit is on everything. I was coming home this afternoon and I had my radio on. I listen to Sirius satellite radio. I can't listen to regular radio. So I had it on CNN while I'm driving. I'm stuck in traffic trying to get back to this side of town. You know how big Houston is. I'm all the way on the north side. It's going to take me an hour to get back on my side of town. And so I got the news on. And guess what? CNN was talking about this as I'm driving, as I'm getting back to my side of town, and they got a reporter out there. We've talked to the chief of police and we've talked to the mayor. There are going to be more people that are going to be arrested. Apparently, a security guard was he told some of the patrons to move their boat. Apparently, a scuffle ensued. Yeah, I'm listening to this on the news. You know what I'm saying? I was like, God. I'm like, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, brother, it done got when it make national news, can't get no bigger than that.
No, and it's all over. It's on every news outlet. but they were trying to make it that it was a race thing.
Well, in essence, I was just telling somebody that was making a comment on Instagram, asking me, don't make it about race. It's always about race, bro. Always. Whenever 6 white people jump on one black man, it's race, even if it isn't race. Because what they have done that, I have the authority state of mind not to do it if the guy wasn't black. So you have to bring that up. Whether it's conscious or unconscious. You have to bring it up and ask that question. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it's a possibility because of the influx of everything that's going on in this country for the last 400 years. It's that simple. Now, if anybody wants to debate me on that, I can give you several instances. Just tell me go.
It was 5'2" Asian guy?
Oh, I would have slapped him right on the top of the head and made him, man, get your ass out the way. Move, the little white penny loafers on. Get out of here. That's what I would have made him do. Yeah. Get out of here, man. No. No, don't do that. I'm like, hey, man, you look like the dude that ran me off the road. That's who you look like.
That was my mother. That's what the guy would have said. I heard your story. That was my mother. I heard you on a podcast.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, whether it was or whether it wasn't, the optics.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That question's got to be thrown out there. I'm not saying it was race. Like I was just trying to tell this dumbass that was making comments earlier. Don't tell me how to talk about race because I educate people on how to fucking do it. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. I educate dummies on how to talk about race. Okay? It's a way to do shit and a way not to do shit. I'm an educated man, so don't fuck with me because your feelings are involved. Fuck your feelings. I'm going to tell you the truth. Whoever the fuck you are, that's just how it is. You don't like it, I'm not the guy to listen to. I don't race bait. I put it in context where you can understand things. And if that's too much for you, maybe you should go pick up a book and I can give you some of the books you can read because I read them from scholars. See, I don't listen to TV to learn shit or other people talking at a tea party to learn shit. I go do my due diligence and learn for myself. That's what my mother taught me to do. So when I talk about stuff, I talk about it the way it should be talked about. Not just like, oh, they jumped on him because he's black. I never said that. But when you look at the optics and when push comes to shove and when things go into context, like when somebody go to court and stuff like that, and lawyers get involved, these are questions that you're going to have to ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you don't understand that, I'm not the guy, bro. I'm not the guy. I don't need to race bait. I'm a black man in America. So I deal with it on a daily basis. But this is the thing. I got skin like an alligator. You can't bother me with your bullshit. You might can borrow that nigga over there, but you can't borrow this nigga. I'm going to be straight with you.
Man.
And anybody that knows me knows that. Yeah, I talk in front of people all the time, young people. And I give them the truth.
Somebody asked me the other
I'm
day-
no Johnny come lately, just to let you know. What's that?
Somebody just asked me the other day, because your background on, worked in all the clubs,
Right.
and we were talking about how all the Japanese legend, I was bringing them over. I'm bringing one over here for Starcast. They all own a restaurant or drinking place.
They own restaurants?
All of them. They have like noodle places or drinking places.
Drinking places?
Yeah, izakaya. That's a place where they serve little food. See, Japanese, even sushi, the idea is to keep you at the bar. So it's not an eating place. It's a drinking place.
I got you.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's why the portion is small. You keep ordering stuff. Anyway, so you stay there and keep drinking.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Wade and his boys try to do to me.
That's right.
But anyway, I wasn't going for it, Sonny.
But it's interesting that you never even thought about owning it. I know you owned business before.
Yeah.
But you never thought you were gonna open yourself a little club, a little drinking place?
No, because I worked in clubs. You know what I'm saying? I worked in clubs and I know them guys be in their 40s and they look like they're in their fucking 70s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what the club business would do to you back in the day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because the club business back in them days was like 6-7 days a week, Sonny. They was open every night. And I don't know. Man, you don't close up till 2 o'clock in the morning. By the time you get through doing everything at the bar and get home, it's 3:30, 4 o'clock. Then you got to be back the next day. I do not know how. I worked in clubs, and I don't even know how I did it. It was just something I loved to do.
Yeah,
but I wasn't an owner. Yeah. But I ran around with a bunch of the owners. Like when they needed to go do business and stuff like that, I used to have to go with them. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Almost in bodyguard capacity. Yeah. Matter of fact, one of the guys I used to work with called me a couple of weeks ago. A dude named Jake Brown. He lives in New Orleans right now. He called me the other day. And I'm like, this business, when I look back on it, Sonny.
Yeah.
I could have owned the club. Let's say if I was, very well off or something like that, but I couldn't have ran it. I couldn't have ran it. I'm come through there and make sure I got my office. I have an office like where I'm at right now. And I got cameras, everything to make sure people like you ain't at the bartending and stealing from me. I'll be making sure of that. Yeah. Making sure Sonny owner ain't picking up a couple of bucks on the side. Yeah. That's what I would have done.
Giving out free drink to the pretty ladies?
Yeah, trying to entice the women. And I got that one for you, baby. Hey, wait a minute, bro. You know how much money you gave away tonight? Huh, Sonny? You know these drinks, you know how much money you don't try to get. Get out of here. What you trying to do? Yeah, I'm watching everything and I'm watching everybody. And I got somebody else watching. So yeah, I could have did that. But man, no, bro.
You never thought about it?
No, man. No. Like I said, I done seen the club scene. And them guys back in them days I used to work for, man, some of them owned 3 clubs.
Yeah.
All over the city. And they was banking, bro, but they loved it. You got to love that business. It's almost like being in the gangster business, bro.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like being in the game because you going against your competitors that doing the same thing you doing. And, oh, my God, bro, you got to have this kind of guy on the payroll. I mean, the city comes down on your ass. Like, you got to get those fire permits and all that shit. Liquor license, brother, you don't know nobody. Or you ain't paying somebody. Oh, it's much deeper. The behind-the-scenes club thing is much deeper than people think, bro. Much deeper. I don't know about Japan. But here in South Texas and Houston, Texas, oh, my God. Because back in them days, people was making so much money off clubs. So it wasn't nothing for your shit to burn down one day. Because you didn't pay the right person, Sonny. You know Sonny ain't gonna pay nobody. You gonna make sure you put all the money in your back pocket. But Sonny, you gotta pay to play.
Yes, I heard
you have to pay to play, baby.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what I know. I mean, this the real world I'm talking about. Because, brother, when them inspectors come in, Sonny, that's how they get paid. Okay, Sonny?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to open your little sushi bar around here? Well, them guys don't care about no sushi, bro. They care about you got to get the right permits when I come in and inspect this place. Bathroom ain't right over here. Ain't enough space over here. The door where the people come in supposed to be this many feet this way. You ain't got that right. Look at all this stuff I done wrote up on you, Sonny. I don't know. When you plan on opening, Sonny, I don't know.
You heard it all,
huh? Bro, Sonny, some of the stuff I done been through in my life and lived in my life, I don't even talk about, bro. It's not worth it.
No.
I don't even want to remember that. If it wasn't for you asking me that right now, I ain't thought about this in years.
And that's my job.
Years.
My job is to make you think of all the the illegal stuff you have done in your life.
Oh my God, man. I don't want to think about none of the illegal things I've done in my life, man. I just pray to God I didn't have to do no time for some of the things that I did, man. I pray to God. Pray to God. But I was saved.
You know what I was You know what I was afraid of for the longest time?
What's that?
You know, you remember when they started doing this what's it, 21andMe or whatever, one of those
the what
DNA thing? You know those DNA
things?
Yeah. Those
yeah.
21andMe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now I didn't want, because if you never been DNA and tagged, your DNA is not in the system. But you know how they were catching all these cases and stuff like that, right? But that not I wasn't worried about any of the crime that I have committed. But
well, why were you worried anyway?
No, because what happened now is
your family. Because
if my daughter who did that 21andMe, right? Her DNA.
Real code just says 23andMe.
23andMe, okay. So what happened? How they were catching a lot of these people with DNA, that from all cases and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And technology, what they do now is it's cooler than hell, I think. Let's say,
Okay.
let's say your DNAs and some of your family member carries the same sequences
Right.
of DNA, not exactly
Okay.
the same. But let's say, oh, he's this person DNA, but he's not a suspect, but his uncle, Stevie Ray Hoffman, lived in, you know, Houston at the same period where this stuff was going on, whatever that may be. And that's how they catch these people, right? Which is pretty amazing. Now,
If it's not murder,
right,
then everything has a shelf life.
right, correct.
And so if it's not,
Statute of
if somebody in your family hadn't killed anybody,
Right.
And it's a cold case or something like that,
Right.
the
But
statute
I
of
think
limitations probably have gone by.
it's usually what, 7-9 years or something like that. But here,
I guess it's different on every case.
Okay, but here's what I was. Here's what I was.
What's
like,
that?
That the cold chill went up my back. Was that when they went, oh shit, they can do that? It's not like I committed a murder or anything, but I'm just waiting for somebody to go. I don't know who my daddy is.
Oh, I see what you said.
Yeah, like some 43-year-old girl shows up or man shows up on my doorstep going, are you?
I think people be looking for you, Sonny, for I think the Department of Justice or the DOD or DOJ or something like that. I think they're gonna be looking for you, for your family, for war crimes.
I'm not that old, shit. No.
Not you, but your family. They're gonna come and inform you, because they got some family and they're looking for them.
No,
yeah, that's what they're gonna come looking for you for.
You know what I'm looking for? The thing you sent me.
Oh,
reparation.
Yeah.
I got no money. Nobody paid me, so
I told you about that I told you about that when we first started doing this show.
I know,
and you didn't believe me.
No.
You don't want to. You don't want to trust my acclimate on the Japanese people that was done wrong in this country. You don't want to trust me.
The point is, Reagan never paid me. I never got a check from the U.S. government.
You hadn't got here yet.
I know it, but I figure I can.
Wait a minute. No, you were here.
No, I wasn't here.
I think your mother and your father ripped you off, dog.
Well, yeah. The point is, I could find some uncle and aunt that lived here, and they get paid off. I gotta look up my last name, see if I have any money coming.
That'll be a damn good idea, man.
Yeah, I'm going to. You know who's one of the biggest camps that was in Cody, Wyoming. Whenever I go visit Eric,
they had one there.
They had one there. Yeah, big one. Yeah.
Wow.
Right outside. So next time when I go
wow.
there.
So they didn't want y'all to get close to nothing.
Yeah. So next time when I'm going there, I'm gonna go visit and look up all the Japanese last name.
Calcutta say breaking news: Sonny Ono and Vince Russo are long distance cousins from the 23andMe. Well, that's right. You guys were a part of the Axis.
Yes,
I forgot about that, Calcutta. They were a part of the Axis.
But come on now, look the Italian.
I'm talking to Calcutta.
You know what?
Can I talk to Calcutta? Calcutta might be doing some information searching for me.
The problem was reason why Axis lost the war because the damn Italian was too busy drinking wine. They didn't fight nobody. They let the German do all the fighting. The Japanese. We were holding up the one leg of that triad, doing our best in Pacific. German was on the Western Front. What the hell Italian do? What did Italian do?
You know what? That's a damn good question.
That's right. Ask Russo next time.
You know what? I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna bring that up and say, Sonny got a good question, brother. I couldn't have thought of it better myself.
If we had a better partner, we had a better third, we could have won that war. Who choose Italian anyway? Golly.
You know, a lot of people don't know this. Because they look at those documentaries and shit on television.
Right.
A lot of people don't know this. And I'm not even sure that you're aware of this, Sonny.
Okay.
I'm going to say this and we're going to end the show. Everybody right now that's watching on Instagram, I got to get ready to get out of here. Me and Sonny have talked long enough, and we talked about what we want to talk about, the Montgomery mauling, the Montgomery brawl. And, brother, a lot of people don't realize, man, the civil rights movement started in that very city. It's crazy. But anyway, I got to get ready to get out of here, y'all. See y'all tomorrow night or either the night after. Peace. But, Sonny.
Yeah.
I got to say this. And then we're going to be finished.
Okay.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing.
A lot of people are not aware
Connected.
of the fact that back when World War II started, 1939, when the Germans attacked the Polish, and then 3 years later, you guys.
What do you mean, us guys? It was you guys, the one who stopped the oil.
Okay.
1941.
I take that back. I take that back. The Japanese people. The Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. Okay? But you have to realize, a lot of people don't know this. You just brought up the Italians, right? And you say, who they fight? What they do?
Yeah, what they do?
I'm going to tell you what they did.
Okay, what was their
I'm
contribution?
going to tell you why. They were in the midst of things. Mussolini,
Yeah.
who was the dictator of Italy back then.
Yeah.
Do you know, a lot of people don't know, Mussolini was a journalist before he got into politics.
Okay.
A journalist, Sonny.
I didn't know that.
Likes to write about things. Inquisitive about things. Inquisitive about, where politics is going and things of that nature. Yeah. Benito Mussolini.
Mm-hmm.
But he also believed in socialism. That's where he wanted to take the Italian country, Italy. He wanted to take them and countries surrounding them, socialism. So a lot of people think Mussolini was trying to be like Hitler when it came to socialism. It was the other way around. Hitler admired Mussolini. And that is why Germany went toward socialism. And that's why he became, in Europe, a partner with Germany.
See,
Yes.
I just think if we would have had a better partner than the Italian,
I'm just saying.
we could have had a better chance of winning a war.
I'm just saying.
So
What people
wait a
don't
minute.
realize when it comes to Germany, Germany was a democratic society until Hitler and his gang took over. But if Hitler had never admired Mussolini and the way he was doing socialism, who knows what kind of country you had. That's never talked about. They always want to give Hitler the credit and make it look like Mussolini was following him. Mussolini didn't even know who Hitler was.
Wow.
Hitler admired him from afar. Mussolini didn't even know who that. Who's this sucker with a little mustache, man? What you want, dog? What's your name?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes, this is a true story. But anybody can do their background, look it up, and hey, brother, you'll see what's what. So who knows?
Who was the ally? English, U.S., United States, Australia,
And no, England, United States, Russia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
England, United States, Russia. You got to realize in World War One, some of these countries were cool with each other. By the time World War II come around, some of these countries are not cool with each other.
Yeah.
So World War III come around, who knows what the hell gonna be going on?
See, if we would have had a Spain instead of Italians.
Spain was independent; they was having a civil war, so they couldn't help.
Man, that
Yeah, Spain. Yeah,
because if
that was.
Because if we would have asked the Spain, we would have got the Mexican on our side.
If you had asked Spain, Spain would have said, "Shit, man, I'm fighting right now against myself." Spain was neutral, but you've probably been right. But they was killing each other at that time.
Yeah,
They were killing each other, and all those other countries, they didn't have armies worth of shit. Who you gonna get? Czechoslovakia? Really?
No,
Who the hell they ever be?
We
Poland? Poland can't whoop themselves.
my
I'm just telling you,
my son-in-law is a Polish, and I always give him a hard time. I said,
Tell him, bro. Come on, man.
You look at the history of Poland map year to year. I give him a hard time all the time because he goes, here's Poland. He goes, their map, they get occupied by more people.
Yeah. So who they gonna help?
No.
He had the right. I mean,
we should have. You know what?
it was what it was, man.
Germany and Japanese should try to recruit the Mexicans.
The worst thing Adolf Hitler did, and this is because all the onos of the world, you attacked at the wrong time, man. See, you attacked at the wrong time. I'm on the Eastern Front fighting the Russians. I'm not too far away from Moscow. But now, here comes Sonny Ono and all his cohorts on a damn Sunday morning. That's all I'm going to say about it, man. I got to get out of here, man.
Hey, Sunday to you, it was Monday to us. That's all I have to say about that.
If you just should have waited. Couldn't you just wait?
No.
You know, all you had to do was just wait. Now, what happened? Now I got to fight on two fronts.
Right.
I got to fight all these Russians, and you know it's like 1 billion Russians. I can't beat all of them. Eventually, I'm going to run out of shit. But now, here come these Japanese talking shit. And now what happened? America gets in the war. See, if America never got into war,
yeah,
you would have been all right.
See what Japanese.
But now you got to show your muscles.
You know,
you got to show your muscles, Sonny.
No, listen, Japanese should have did because of where they're located.
What's that?
They should have went to the Eastern Front or Western Front.
That's a long way.
No, from Japan to Russia. We should attack the Russians.
Oh, come in on the backside.
Yeah.
Come in on the backside. Oh, you know something?
Yeah.
By the time they did that, you was in harm's way.
Yeah.
Because Russia did finally declare war on Japan after Germany had surrendered.
Yeah, and you know.
And y'all still didn't want to give up. Man, I don't even know what to say about you, bro.
Well, you know.
Y'all still didn't want to give up.
We thought we were fighting for the God, the sun god.
But the Japanese had beat Russia on a couple of little squabbles.
No.
Remember that?
One of the only naval war.
Right.
They won. It was early 1900.
Yeah.
It was a big naval fight up there in the peninsula.
Right.
Northern Japan, and yeah, we sunk all their ships.
Yep.
Yeah.
Japanese some tough guys, man. Y'all just don't know who to fight and win at the right time. That's all.
Yeah.
You got to be a little bit more calculated, bro.
Remember what Yamamoto said after we attacked Pearl Harbor?
What's that?
He said, it's a very famous quote. He says, "I'm afraid we have woken the sleeping giant."
Yeah, but he also said we had to do what we had to do when we had to do it.
I don't know that one.
I made it up.
All right, well, that's good. That should be a t-shirt.
I heard that. That could go for a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
You know, that could go for the brawl in Montgomery.
I think I might have seen you on one of them clips.
You ain't seen me in one of them clips, cause I wouldn't have never been in. I wouldn't have never been in none of it. You know, I would say, hey, baby, y'all on your own. See you when I see you, brother. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, another great show. The great Sonny Ono. I'm Stevie Ray. And like we always say before we leave, be one. See ya. Wouldn't want